Hey everyone, I'm Celeste and welcome to my booktube channel. This evening, it is December the 13th and I'm just now getting around to a December TBR. Partly for that, the reason is that I did the Tista Season-a-thon, so I was reading for that from December the 3rd to December the 9th. And I didn't include any of these in my TBR because I filmed a whole other TBR for that. So you can go and look at that. That's like a couple of videos ago. I also did a couple of vlogs during that readathon. So if you haven't watched those, you should check those out too. So my December TBR is a little bit humbling because what I'm trying to do this month is finish books that I started a while back and just haven't ever gotten around to finishing. And I hate to be the one to be one of those people who says to push through it, but I don't like to DNF unless a book just is really like bad, really horrible. And sometimes even if they're a one-star read, I'll finish it, especially if it's short, just because I don't like this idea of like a book hanging over me like I couldn't defeat it. I know that sounds really aggressive, but it's just kind of how I am. I don't like to start something and not finish it. I'm not saying I don't DNF books. I just try not to do it very often. So in these books, it's not them really so much, it's me. I've been in a real contemporary, like chick lit kind of mood for most of the fall. And I can't explain it. I don't know why. I'm just in that mood, and those are the things that I'm reaching for. Those are the books that I'm reading with more like interest, more veracity, like eating them up. And so other books, especially fantasy books, just aren't doing it for me. I don't know what the deal is. So let me go through and talk about the books that I am working on and then show them to you. Okay, so I started reading, let's see, you see it there? The Dark Descent of Elizabeth Frankenstein, like right at December 1st. This book is, it's by Kirsten White. This book is a retelling of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein from the point of view of Elizabeth Lavenza. And for those of you who don't know, I am an English teacher and I have taught Frankenstein for years, so I know that book backwards and forwards and really intimately. And so I thought that it would be really interesting to read this and see how it is. I'm about, I don't know if you see my bookmark, I'm about 75% done. So I should be finishing this one soon. Hopefully this weekend. I've been doing, I don't know, this month and part of last month, I've been getting more reading done in the evenings of weeknights than I have during the weekends, because the weekends are full of Christmas parties and other kinds of get-togethers. Like this upcoming weekend, I have a graduation to go to, I have a Christmas party to go to, and after I'm dealing with all that, I'm so peopled out that my brain is just mush. So, okay. So there's that. And then the rest of them are books that I started a while back. So in October, I started reading, put it in a frame here, I started reading This Census Taker by China Mieville because I thought it was a spooky kind of dark read. It's fairly short. It's only just over 200 pages. And I thought it would be a good book to read in October, kind of round out some of my October reading. Here's the problem. It falls within a genre. I saw this on Goodreads, so it's not just something I'm making up. But it falls under a genre that they call like weird fiction, and it is. I don't know if it's the unreliable narrator or what the deal is, but it doesn't make any sense. And so it's taken me a while to get through it because I just don't grab it. I just don't pick it up and read it. I'm about half done with it. And since it's so short, I'm going to push through and finish it. probably, I don't know how soon. Haven't picked it up lately, but I'm going to finish it this month. That's a goal. Okay. And another one that I've been reading for a while, and I'm not even sure, I'd have to check on Goodreads and see. I'm a little embarrassed, but A Court of Wings and Ruin by Sarah J. Maas. I have been reading this since at least May. I think May. I'd have to check on Goodreads, so, okay, I don't know. I'm not going to check on Goodreads right this minute, but I've been reading this for a while. And it's not the book, really. It's just me. It's got a lot of political stuff going on. And Sarah J. Maas likes to sprinkle in lots of characters and lots of, like, personality struggles within, between the characters. And then there's, like, these big moments where, like, something like war or something happens. And so I just haven't been in the mood to read that kind of thing. I don't know if you see where my bookmark is, but I'm about 60% done with it. The problem is that this book is 699 pages long, so it's a long book. It doesn't look long because the paper is super thin. So, but you guys know that. It's a popular book. Okay, and I've actually been reading that this week. I'll sit down and read like 20 pages. So I'm pretty happy with that. Another one that I'm reading, and it's not the book, it's me, is Truth Witch by Susan Dennard. And, excuse me, part of it is I like the characters. I like the magic system. There's sort of like this journey aspect, and I think I'm one of the few people I don't know that I really like it. So I got to a part where it kind of slowed down, and there was like conversation, and I just kind of dropped it a little bit. This one, I'm a little more than halfway done, and I will sit down and read it. When I do read it, I'll read 30 or 40 pages of it and enjoy it. I'm just not reaching for it and picking it up. But I'm going to try to finish it this month. Okay. And then this one. Okay. I'm trying to finish this trilogy. This is Clockwork Princess by Cassandra Clare. It's the third in a trilogy. And I do enjoy Cassandra Clare's writing. Sometimes I get bored, I get bogged down, I don't know. I've struggled in this trilogy a little bit. I don't know that I relate to the characters the way that a lot of other people do, so maybe that's why it's taking me so long to read it. Here's where my bookmark is, so I'm probably 2/3 of the way done. And I just need to sit down and read it and get over not liking some of the characters. And I've been spoiled, so I know a little bit. I don't know exactly what happens, but I know I know how some of the characters will turn out. So I just need to push through it. Being spoiled didn't really make me slow down. It's just kind of an urban steampunk fantasy, and fantasy of all types. They're disagreeing with me this year. I don't know what my deal is. Okay, and then the last book that I wanted to talk about for sure on my TBR, and I am not saying that I won't read other things. I'm kind of a mood reader, so I'll probably pick up some contemporary romance or something, or listen to an audiobook that's not something that I'm mentioning here, because I'm just talking about physical books right now, because I usually read something on my Kindle, and I usually listen to audiobooks too, but I'm just talking about physical books for this TBR right now. And I want to buddy up the audiobook with reading the physical book for Sadie by Courtney Summers. And this is strictly because of the hype. So, yes, this month I want to get to it. And I feel like I will get a lot done this month. As I stand here, and it's the 13th, I've read 4 things. So, I'm doing pretty good so far this month. I think I will keep trucking along. December is a rough month for teachers. I mean, I know it's a rough month for students too, but it's a rough month for teachers in the sense that there's a lot of grading, there's a lot of testing, and if you want to do it right, you have to do it with, you know, thought and planning and all of that. And so I've been stressed, but I posted some grades today for one of my classes that ends this week. And so I feel like a great weight has been lifted off of me. So I'm really excited about that. And maybe I can read more comfortably for pleasure, because I have like gotten through a whole stack of like essays and projects and things like that. So that's really, and I will have Christmas break starting on the 21st and extending into January. So I get to end December with a bang. I get to start January clean and fresh and all that. And so my plan is, see if I can hold all of these. My plan is to get through these and finish things so that I can start 2019 and not hold over. If I hold over a book and I don't finish it this month, it's not a big deal, but I kind of want to start clean and fresh with new books in January. So that's just what's going on. So thank you for watching my TBR. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing, please. And I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.